Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to bonus episode number 10, you guys. And in today's episode, this is one I know that, well, you know what? Some of you guys may have been wanting to know about this, but this is actually a topic I'm actually excited about, and I was very inspired by a creator of mine just the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I've got to talk about this topic. Okay. But like I said, some of you guys may have been wondering about this too, and I don't think it's really that spoken about as much in the community out there, or on online, in popular online forums, okay, or social media. All right, but this episode is going to be about a safe man feels like this. And here are some signs of a true, emotional, mature man, okay? So we're going to be very honest and upfront, like I always am anyway. But here's the thing, you guys, is that so many of us were conditioned to confuse chaos, anxiety, and uncertainty with love. But true love, real healthy love, it feels so different, okay? When a man is emotionally mature and safe, your entire nervous system just knows it, okay? And you'll know for sure, you guys, especially as you start healing your attachment style, okay? I promise you, because this is what's happened to me, okay? I'm living proof of this. But you don't feel that constant tightness in your chest, or the pit in your stomach waiting for a text message, or even anxiety, because anxiety and tightness kind of goes hand in hand, but I guess everybody is different. But that's kind of how I get, I know, okay? And don't get me wrong, I'm still overcoming that, but for me personally, I still resonate with a lot of the signs that I'm more securely attached than anxiously attached. So, so even if and by the way, you guys, if you are someone who's healing their anxious attachment style, don't get scared or anything like that. If you're for example, if you're still struggling with feeling anxious when somebody doesn't text you back in a certain amount of time, it doesn't mean you're going backwards. But the most important thing is if you find that you're still resonating with a lot of the other signs that you're securely attached, you're good, okay? Just keep that in mind, because sometimes I feel like I'm going backwards and I'm just you know what I mean? So anyway, as I was saying, that tightness or pit in your stomach when you wait for a text usually happens, right? When you're anxiously attached, but you won't feel it when when you're with a emotionally mature and safe person, right? You don't feel like you're always wrong, you're always the wrong move away from being discarded. Instead, you'll feel calm, you will feel seen, and you will feel chosen. So, what are the signs of an emotional, mature, safe man? Let's talk about them. Number 1, he is consistent, okay? That's going to be one of the best things ever once you start meeting somebody who's consistent with you. They don't disappear and reappear, okay? No hot and cold BS, okay? His words, or this could be a she, just take the gender roles as they resonate, you guys, but their words and actions match. You actually know what to expect because they show up the same way every time. All right. That's number 1. Number 2 is that they communicate clearly. You never have to guess where you stand. Oh my God, just saying that just gives me a sigh of relief. All right. Because I know a lot of us have been through that feeling of not knowing where you stand, right? Okay. They tell you what they want. They make plans and they follow through. Okay. And by the way, you guys, I just thought of something too real quick now. And I might have to do a video on this if I can remember, maybe later down the line, is that when you meet somebody who follows through with these signs, I would say make sure be in a relationship with them for at least a year, maybe a little bit longer than that. So that way you can actually be the judgment of your own character to make sure that they're following through with all of these signs, okay? Because sometimes the thing is that sometimes some people can show up in this way in the beginning, but then the mask comes off later on, you know what I mean? So you want to kind of take your time with people when you're in a relationship with them, so that way you can that gives you time to see their true self, okay? I just wanted to point that out there because I was watching a video the other day about, stuff like that. So I just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, so number 3, they respect your boundaries. Oh, this is a big one. A safe man doesn't punish you for having needs, okay? They don't try to push your limits to see what they can get away with. They honor your no, and you feel safe enough, and it feels safe enough for you to express it, okay? Number 4, they make you feel emotionally safe. Well, I've been kind of already said this anyway, but you can share your feelings without being shut down, mocked, or ignored. He listens. He wants to understand, okay? And a really good way to actually test this out is by listening to your intuition. Tap into your feelings, you guys. How do you feel when you're around them? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel calm? Pay attention to that stuff because that's really, really important. Okay, that tells you a lot about the person's energy. Okay. Number 5, they take accountability. So, for example, when they mess up, because don't get me wrong, you guys, just because you meet somebody who is emotionally mature doesn't mean that they're going to be 100% perfect. They're human beings, okay? There's going to be times where they're going to make a slip, okay? But he's human, he owns it. He doesn't deflect. They don't blame you or make excuses. They care about repairing the situation or whatever's going on, not defending their ego. Okay. Number 6, he celebrates your individuality. He doesn't try to dim your light or make you smaller. He supports your dreams and feels inspired, but not intimidated by your growth. Number 7, lastly, is you will feel. Well, I pretty much just said this, and that it kind of ties in with number 4, to be honest with you, which is you feel peace and not anxiety. I was just talking about this. Your body feels at ease around them. Okay, your mind isn't looping in survival mode. You feel secure enough to be your full self, okay? Yeah, and honestly, that should have a big star beside that one because that is a big one, even though I already said it. So, an emotionally mature man doesn't feel like a high-speed chase, okay? He feels like coming home to yourself. He is not perfect, but he's persistent, persistent. He's present, intentional, and willing to grow with you. So I want you to take a moment to really sit with these signs, okay? So, which ones resonate with you, especially if you're dealing with somebody? Now, if not, that's okay, Which one of these signs have you never experienced before? That's a good thing to ask yourself, right? And lastly, where might you still be accepting almost instead of holding out holding for a full grounded yes. Okay, so those are some things you can ask yourself. All right, but with that being said, you guys, I know this was short and sweet, but I want to leave you with an affirmation, which is, I am worthy of a love that feels safe, steady, and true. I choose a partner who meets me fully with maturity and open-hearted presence. So, with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It definitely helps me push my content out, and it definitely lets me know to continue on doing these types of videos. If this video or episode resonated with you, share it with somebody, a loved one who needs to be reminded of what real safe love feels like. All right, you guys. Okay. And until next time, remember you are worthy of love that feels like peace. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.